So have you ever felt unimportant or unheard? I've spent a large portion of my life feeling unheard, unimportant, and devalued in my own family. I'm the product of an interracial and interfaith marriage. Mom is white and Jewish. Dad is black and Christian. Yeah. You could see how that might be interesting growing up in the 1970s. Try explaining to your friends during Christmas time that you're expecting both Santa and the Messiah. My dad was never invited to my grandmother's house for dinner. So occasionally, my mom and I would just go by ourselves. My white cousins' photos, they line the walls of my grandmother's house. But mine, with my dark hair and brown skin, nowhere to be seen. My grandmother hid my photos in her bedroom where her house guests couldn't see them. Literally, I was the black sheep of the family. When I was 16, my mom broke the news to me that she was going to my grandpa's funeral without me. I was so confused. Why couldn't I go too? Over time, it just became a pattern. Mom would go to different family gatherings without me. Dad and I just stayed home watching my favorite Westerns on the television. He and I, we didn't talk about the other stuff much. In the world of Orthodox Judaism, family is everything. But I've always been an outsider in my own family, never fully being included because of my race. The first time I attended a large family gathering, it was my grandmother's funeral. I was 36 years old. Okay, imagine a tall black woman walking in. You've never seen her before. And she's walking in with the immediate family, Orthodox Jews, dressed in full garb. And then me, right in the middle of their inner circle. It was both strange and empowering. But it was like I felt like I needed to be there. I felt like I had to finally do that. So as I'm standing there with the rest of the family surrounding the casket, I start to hear some whispers. Who is she? I so wanted to say, I am her granddaughter, and I am a part of this family. But I didn't. I just kind of stood there. But as I stood there, something in me shifted. All those years of feeling like I didn't belong or like I wasn't good enough, apologizing for who I was, my race, my family, my mom and dad who broke all the rules socially and religiously so they could be together, I would no longer be unheard. Until this moment in my life, all the leaders that were in my family made me feel unsafe, unheard, unimportant, and devalued. So as I stood there at my grandmother's casket, I made a decision. I would no longer mute my voice or my presence any longer. Now, my story might be unique, but the feeling of being unimportant and unheard and devalued are not. Now, how do I know that? Let me ask you, how many of you have ever felt this way at work? Raise your hand.